like to welcome everybody to the Eastern State Championships. This is the return of the Eastern State Championship. I'd like to say happy holidays and safe travels and this Labor Day weekend. We thank you for joining us on this live stream. This is the finals of the amateur side, which was a $2,000 added. Now, this is a modified race between these two players. Dennis, don't ask me the last name, Levesque against Eric Tang. You can see the race is either to 7 or 9. Dennis gets one game on the wire. If Eric should get to 7 first, then it's an extended race to 9. Because Dennis is undefeated. So keep that in mind. It's either going to be, if Dennis gets to 7, it's over. If Eric gets to 7, it extends to 9. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and you see the logos on the top of the screen. NYC Grind, Predator Pro-Am Tour jumping on board to co-produce this at this pool room here. Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. And we're right here live streaming from the main event room. So the finals are about to take part. We want to congratulate both of these players, and not only both of these players, everybody that participated in this event. We're going to give the players the go-ahead whenever they're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. And I believe right after this, we're going to see the hot seat match, or I'm not sure anymore. I'm going to have to check in with the board. I would like to have the hot seat match for the Open Pro event. But those two matches are in play right now. We're going to wait. Whenever you guys are ready, we're ready to roll. The next event here at Snookers, September 6th, $500 added. Get in touch with Snookers here. You can call them at 401-351-7665. CSI WPBA event here at Snookers. Also, AZB TV and NYC Grind will be right back here on location. November 15th through the 16th for this event here. It's the $5,000 added banner event. Trophies for first, second, and third. And if you should win this event, a major event, if you want to play, there's going to be a lot of players in it. And if you happen to win it, those banners that you see on the top of the green wall there, green banners with gold lettering, have names from the past to the present winners that actually won the Ocean State Championship, such as Mika Eminent, Dennis Hatch, Tom, a.k.a. Shorty D. Alfonso, Mike DeShane, Rick Marcos, Mike Zuglin, Jim Rempe, Tony Robles, the late George Kinky Sansucci. The banner will remain hanging here at Snookers. So it is a banner event plus prize and trophy. This is the event room we're streaming from, and behind us is more of the pool tables. So right now the event room here is just for this tournament that's taking place. Both players now are electing to flip a coin for the break. Eric Tang in the black against Dennis, and I'm having trouble with his last name. But that's it. That's the way he spells it. Now, if you didn't listen before, I'll say it again. Dennis gets one game on the wire. Dennis went through the field undefeated. If he should get to 7 first, he will become the champion of the amateur division. If Eric gets to 7 first, it's an extended race to 9. Let's roll it. 3 tours that got together are Ride the 9 Tour, tournament director Gloria Jean, Tony Robles Predator Pro-Am Tour, tournament director Tony Robles, alongside his lovely wife Gail Glazebrook Robles, and of course Mark Dion, the New England 9-Ball Series. Those 3 tours coming together to make this happen. The Eastern State Championship. In the action right now, Eric Tang set the break in game 1. Okay, pronounced Levesque. Okay, thank you. So Dennis Levesque. Very welcome there, Elmo, and thanks for helping out in the moderator position, and all our mods that are helping out throughout the 3 days that we're here till the last ball drops. We want to send special thanks and to everybody that's been watching, whether you signed in or not. We appreciate it, and we appreciate everybody sharing it on social media. Sharing the live stream information. We'd also like to give a big thanks out to AZ Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Aramith Balls, the Kings of Vapor, and of course the Tap League, along with Lacassi Hybrid, Lacassi Custom Cues, Upstate Al sponsors, keeping us going. As Eric calls safe, gets a little roll, a tough cue ball behind the 7. But he doesn't have to call shot, call safety. He just, that's the way it wound up. In the Pro Open event, he would have to call safety. Hey, the Genie Man in the house. Nice to see you there, Gene. Dennis Levesque gets 1 game on the wire. We also want to mention September 27th and 28th will be at Mr. Q out in Lyndhurst, Long Island, Scott Murphy's pool room for a big Predator event. We will be there. And that'll be right after the Turning Stone event. As you see, Eric Tang lining up the 1-9 combination shot. Coming up dry. Getting a roll out of it, though. He does have it. It's a cue ball. And the score with Ray Mack and Jason Shar, it's 3-1. I don't know who's winning that match, but that's the score there. And with Alaska and Jeremy Sosi, it's 2-0. I don't know who's in the lead there. What a thin cut, but it looks like the cue ball is going to find the hole, and it does. Ball in hand, but Dennis Levesque, he gets one game on the wire. He went through the field undefeated. He was in the hot seat, so if he should get the 7 first, he will be the champ on the amateur side. If Eric should get the 7 first, if this is an extended race tonight. Every little thing. Well, I can tell you one thing. Upstate Owl's having a blast here. It's been that way since I walked in the door. And just about everybody you speak to, if not everybody's having a great time. There isn't a seat on the rail right now, and now the people are starting to stand behind one another. I'm sure when the next match takes place here on the table, there'll be standing room only 3 rows deep. Eric trying to get behind the 5 to play it safe. The 2 ones leaking out. There is a window between the 3-6. If he can cut the 2 into the side pocket is another question, unless we can look at it. And it looks from here he can. But he's got to be careful with the cue ball. If he tries to slow roll, there's a possibility that the cue will marry up with the 6. He's got to make sure he gets past that 6 ball. The 8 hanging in the side pocket gives him an option, too. Don't want to marry it. Wow. 6 balls right in the way. Watch the 7. Looks like maybe Eric Tang is showing a little nerves, but he's played on the table yesterday and he shot well. Table pocket size are 4 3/8 with a very pointy and hard-shaped cushion. Al, are you there? Let's see here. I'm in the chat now. I just missed what you asked. I believe it was something about the 5th, 6th live stream. Mr. Q Billiards in the house. You know, somebody's asking a question about the 5th, 6th. I have no clue what you mean. Is that one of the events that you think we're going to be at? Let me look at my schedule here. I have nothing on schedule for the 5th, 6th. On my calendar, so what kind of tournament is that? Is that like Tri-State or? What is it? Eric was trying to get to the bottom of that 3 and have the cue ball slide behind the 4-5. Touching it up. When is the next live stream for what? You mentioned the 5th, 6th, I don't know. Sorry about that. I have no clue what you're asking there in the. You mentioned the 5th, 6th live stream. When is the next live stream? All right, any case. Trying to kick to the 3. Let's see if it's on the rail. Can't tell from this angle. In any case, he did feather it and kept the cushion and the cue ball partially behind the line. We'll be all over the place. We'll be making those announcements. We'll keep you updated on social media or AZ Billiards under the live stream area. We'll definitely keep you updated on where we're going to be and the time schedule, without a doubt. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate it. It's a team effort. Everybody jumping on board and trying to help one another out. And that's the way things come out. But I do appreciate the comments in the chat. And I would say thank you on behalf of NYC Grind, the Predator Tour, and Snookers themselves. Of course, without everybody doing it and getting together, it wouldn't happen. And all the tour and tournament directors. Any updates on the Pro B side? Yes, I can give you an update. Jason Shore is racking the balls, and his match is a score of 5-2. So I guess Jason Shore is in the lead there over Ray McNamara, and 3-0 in the match between Sean Morgan, Sean Morgan, a.k.a. Alaska, and Jeremy Sosi. Who's in the lead there? I don't know. I'll try to keep my eyes open on those two at the same time. No hit, ball in hand. Eric, look what you have here. Get the 5-9 combination. The only problem is getting to the 4 ball. I like playing the 3 ball into the corner, going out 1 or 2 rails, playing the 4 and just nudging the 8 and forcing the 4 towards the upper right-hand corner of the table Now let's see what Eric thinks here. Unless he's going to elect to play the 4-5-9 combination. No clue. I'll give you a little more update on that match between Alaska and Jeremy. I just don't know who's winning at this point. I can tell you that Jeremy is up at the table right now. And if I can get a glimpse of someone putting up a bead, I can determine the score and who's winning. And that's what he's looking to do, but he's going to wind up pretty bad shape here, I believe. He's looking to play the 4-5-9 combination, and looks like he's got himself partially blocked by the 4. Now, whether he knows he can play this 4 into the cushion first, he is calling a 9 ball. He just called it. But he can play the 4 into the cushion. Well, the way he's aiming, it looks like he's got enough of it. And now, Velasquez back up out of the chair, shooting. As we watch Eric Tang attempt to play the 4-5-9 combination. And winds up getting a little love out of that because leaving the cue ball behind the 5. Jason Shore is up in his match against Ray McNamara. I mean, up at the table. I don't know who's up in that match. I'll try to give you an update on that. If I can catch somebody putting up their score in that match. Back and forth across the table. None of those balls touched within that little space there. The cue ball went back and forth. Okay, Eric Tang now. He's got a wide open table. The 8 ball lying perfect to get shape on the 9. Settle down. He's got to get out. He can go one rail for the 6 in the corner pocket, whether it be the left or right corner. His decision, his comfort zone. Just don't wind up on the 50-yard line. Okay, Jason Shore now leads that match 6-2 over Ray McNamara. And it looks like we are going to have a speed put up on our feature table by Eric Tang. There you have it. We're tied at 1. And the yay that you heard was from Eric. From both guys, they couldn't believe it took that long to play that one game. Eric gave Dennis Levesque one game on the wire, so we're tied at 1. If Eric should get the 7 first, it's an extended race to 9. If Dennis should get the 7 first, he will be the champion. Okay, Jeremy Sosi is now in the bowls. Going to see if I can get a glimpse of the score. Jeremy Sosi is up 4-0 over Sean Morgan. Mike DeShane and Joe Dupuy are going to shoot it out for the hot seat. They're both on the winner side. The 3 ball finds its way into the corner. The 1 ball gets loose from the 2 and Eric does have a shot. A little overcooked for a shot on the 2, but nevertheless still has one. The match between Mike DeShane and Joey Dupuy did not take place yet. That will be for the hot seat. I'm not sure if we'll have that one next on the stream. I'll have to touch base with the tournament directors. Jason Shaw has won another game and now leads 7-2 over Ray McNamara. And Jeremy Sosi is still in the lead 4-0 over Sean Morgan. I think we'll have Allison Fisher come in the booth from NYC Grind in a couple of minutes. I'm going to see if I can grab her by the collar of the sweater and drag her in the booth over here. Solo, or do you want to take a break? I got to take a break and smoke a cigarette. We will have Allison Fisher come in the booth in a little while. Jason Shaw now on the hill by a score of 8-2 over Ray McNamara. Right hand Snookers. Nice kick by Dennis. 2. Wow, I got to turn that background noise down. That was the break of Jason Shaw we just heard. This is the finals on the amateur side. Nice shot. 2-ball jarred up a little bit, but wound up in the drink. 4-8 combination coming up. Got to control the 4 and the cue ball. Did that very well. Got the 5 sitting right next to the side pocket. Little left-hand English. Make sure you get an angle on the 5 to get back down to the 6. Got some work to do. Going to have to go around the table. He might have to come to the short side of the 6, unless he's coming real short. Get to the other side, and that's what he's eyeballing right now. Or he's thinking about taking the long shot on it. Walker, where you been all weekend? You know, we needed you the last couple of days to keep me awake over here with the jokes. I like that when you're in the chat. I was almost asking for you yesterday. I was surprised you weren't here. Somebody said something in the chat that reminded me of you. It was like trying to make a joke, but they're not as funny as you are. Yeah, yesterday and the day before. Painting and bar, work to do. Okay, I gotcha. Hope you had a great holiday. Nice shape, 3 rails around for the 7. Then it's pulls the corner pocket. And makes it. And also leads the match 2-1. Dennis gets the 7, it's over. Eric gets the 7, extended race to 9. AccuStats Make It Happen event. Go to accustats.com, ACCU. See the hyphen the way it is between the name, STATS.com. November 6th and 9th, they will be streaming the Make It Happen event. And then after that, they'll be heading down to Chesapeake, Virginia. To stream the U.S. Open. We want to give a big shout out to the homeroom here, Snookers, right where we're streaming from, as we watch Dennis Levesque break game 4. Leads this match 2-1. Jason Shar is on the hill. And down in the other match, it looks like Jeremy Sosi went up 5-0 over Sean Morgan. Dennis elects to play a safe using any one of the blockers. Looks like he might have caught the cue behind the 6 ball. playing safe all the way, but the Q and the 1 came in contact and feathered the 1 ball towards the corner pocket where it rests. Noise you hear in the background is Billy the Kid, who's in action here behind us. Billy Lana. Jeremy Sosi wins another one, so it looks like he's going up 6-0 over Sean Morgan. Ray McNamara is up at the table, but trails in that match 8-3. And Dennis Levesque is leading this match by a score of 2-1. Possible position of pocketing the last 3 to go up 3-1. If he should reach the second, he'll be the amateur champion. Loaded it up with enough follow, that's for sure, and hit it real well. Three to one now as you hear the applause. That was applause of Bigfoot. They call him Bigfoot. Chris in the house. Ray McNamara's put another beat up, so he still trails by 4, 8-4. Sean Morgan is up at the table right now. As Dennis crashes the rack and pockets a wing ball. The 1 ball winds up a little funny, but he's got sight. I'd like to mention a name. His name is Rocky Sawyer. He does a lot of drawing. He's a great artist. Rocky Sawyer. John Ramsey would like to thank you for spreading the word, along with Don Ellison. Tommy, definitely have to thank you. Steve Kurtz, Gene the Man, Darren Myers, Bob McCulley, Levi Combs, Tommy Seminaro Jr. says he's going to start playing once again this winter. Looking forward to seeing Tommy back out there. In fact, mentioned that to Billy the Kid last night, and he said, "Oh man, I wish." He said, "I can't wait to see him back out here again." Billy the Kid is here on premises. Marty Herman, Rick Warby Jr., and Tim Howard. Just going down the list a little bit here. Cliff Tyler, Jimmy Leslie Murphy, Tony Ignoramolo. I try this. What do you want me to do? I'm fired. I just want to mention a few names that we're coming across as Allison Fisher's handing me little memo papers with names on them. People that are sharing the information. Home tonight? I don't know where I'll be tonight, to be honest with you. Just answering the question in the chat. As Eric returns the cue ball on the flying off the table to Jason Shaw as he attempted to jump. The other match between Jeremy and Sean Morgan. Jeremy is up at the table shooting the 10 ball. Making it, so he will put another beat up on his side, and Eric misses his attempt at the 9 ball on our feature table. This is getting confusing. I got all 3 matches going on, and Mike the Shane approaching the commentator's booth. And keep in mind, we're going to have the hot seat match right here on the live stream table. Yeah, all right. Good try. It's like Jello. Wow, 4-9 combination as Dennis comes through with it. So Dennis putting another beat on his side. Four to 1 now. If Dennis should get to 7, it's over, and if Eric should get there, it's a race to 9. The way it looks right now, it looks like Dennis is going to make it. Allison Fisher stepping in the booth. She's going to fly solo for a little bit. She will not fly solo. Who's coming in? Joe Dupuy is going to step in the booth with Allison Fisher. They really don't have to change the score. They can leave it right here on this view, but we've been updating the viewers on these matches going on. As Jason Shore is still on the hill, and it looks like Jeremy Sosi is on the hill also, huh? Looks like 8-0. So I'm going to hand it over to Allison Fisher, and she'll take you guys right from here.
All right, and we're back with you guys. I'm Allison Fisher of NYCGrind.com, joined by the great Joe Dupuy. Thank you very much for joining me, Joe.
Hey, no problem.
So we are in the midst of the amateur final, and it looks like Dennis has taken a pretty strong hold here from the gate. Just broken ran out this last rack.
Yeah, he's having a really good tournament. I'm not surprised at it. You know, the modified races and how everything's going. I mean, I love the turnout of the tournament. But yeah, him and Eric really have been the most consistent of the whole tournament. And it's very, I'm like a little not close enough. But it's going to be strenuous. I mean, this isn't going to be an easy set, regardless of taking the early lead.
For sure.
Yeah. I know Eric has the capability of coming back, and I think he might have came back in a set just recently, the last couple of sets. I think it was Josh Gormley.
Yeah, he had a really close match, I think, against Josh.
Yeah. And but hey, you know, we're gonna have a great finals here. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I just happen to be enjoying myself. I know that. Another ball in hand for Dennis, but nice save for an attempt at one. I think he might have got it.
Yeah, Eric got a little unfortunate there in that last safe attempt. He just barely came up short of the rail.
Yeah,
you're having a pretty good tournament here too, Joe.
I am. Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a decent draw, and still had to take care of business, and so far so good. I've done that. I know I just played Ray Mack, and Ray Mack was struggling for the first set. You know, the first set's always the toughest when you come back the second day. He showed that he was struggling. I caught a stroke. I actually played better today than I did all of yesterday. And yeah, I'm having a good tournament, and I'll take it. I can use it. Been in a slump lately.
We certainly wish you the best of luck. And for those of you who are just joining us, Joe will be playing Mike DeShane in the hot seat match, which I believe should be coming up next here on the live stream.
Yeah, I believe so. We're gonna let them, let the amateurs have their finals, and then we can, which they deserve. It, you know, they deserve. They fought for this moment. They deserve to be right where they are. I like how the tournament's been run all weekend. It's been a lot of fun, that's for sure. And nice to see NYC grind. And, Al, yeah, he's a character. You guys are doing a great job in touring and getting around, and you know, one of the top-notch broadcasting team that we have in this sport, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is actually my first time here to Snookers. It's been a really awesome experience. All the staff here are really great. Steve and Regina have been wonderful, of course, and yeah, Al puts in so many hours. I really can't believe it. I mean, for as much as, you know, Jerry and I both work very hard behind the scenes too. But man, Al's been driving all over Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of those weeks there, it was no break.
Well, you know, when you're getting something off the ground and you're doing something, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that means, you know, he's busy, he's staying busy. That means the sport's doing good. That means, you know, that he's getting noticed, and you know, as long as you and Jerry getting noticed, and people want you guys there, and you guys go there and do a great job every time, and you know, collectively, all of you's combined to be pretty formidable in our sport, and we can't thank you enough. I know that, at least on my behalf, and I'm sure there's a lot of others out there that are greatly appreciative of what you guys have been doing. And I don't know how much you guys hear that, but I want to tell you that we are definitely happy that you guys are here.
Well, thank you very much, Joe. We do appreciate that, and I think you're right. You know, people have to be consistent, and if you're always doing things that can benefit the sport, then eventually, you know, the hope is that things will come around in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, and, you know, because over the past 20 years, schools died, and, you know, we need a little resurrection. And, you know, there's been a lot of tournaments now that are bulking up the sport, and even if it is with the 7-footers these days, there's a lot of 7-foot action going on
Right.
now.
Yeah.
And the tournaments are very, very positive for the competitors because they really have something to fight for, and we haven't had that in a long time. And now even getting amateurs involved, fighting for money that is there if we have the right format. And this Northeast tour that you guys just came up with Mark Dion and Indie Promotions and New England Ride 9 Tour and Predator coming together and, you know, having this event, which is, you know, I am very impressed with it. I don't remember it many years ago, but it's a great event for amateurs. They get to come up from all over the area and have something to fight for. We don't have a lot of that in the amateurs these days, besides with the APA, and they're doing what they're doing. But you know, when it comes to really tutoring or mentoring these amateurs to try to get over the hump, you know, they need something to fight for to see how good they are. And then, you know, if they could actually get into, you know, over the hump and possibly be pros, this is how they start. And this is an incredible event. Regardless of how I'm doing, of my success or not, it is still an amazing event, and I'm happy about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think anything that's positive, either for the amateurs or the pros, is going to benefit the sport altogether.
Yeah, I mean, because we have to do it collectively again. There has to be teachings, there has to be lessons, people have to really get involved with these lower class players and amateurs that, you know, really are putting the time in, but might not have the, you know, knowledge of what they're supposed to do, but they're really trying. And, you know, us pros, we need to step in and just lend a hand. You know, we don't have to charge them for a lesson. Give them a couple of little tidbits, and you know, they're very grateful for these, and I give them all the time, trying to just, you know, help them out, progress, because that's where the interest comes. They learn, they keep going further in their game and more confident. And you know, that starts with us pros as well. We need to interact with these amateurs and give them ideas on how to better their game, not just, you know, play them. You got to play to learn. In some way, that's true, but you know, really, you need to just take care of these amateurs and give them some notice and give them some help because they're the future. Don't forget that.
You really said it right, because you do have to build things from the ground up, and it starts with the amateurs and the junior players.
Hmm.
So they're going to be the generation to carry on the torch for the sport.
Yeah.
To update everybody on the stream, um, I would like to get the score updated here for you and put the score out for everyone to see. And I'm having a little bit of an issue because I'm not accustomed to the setup that we've got here, unfortunately. So once Al gets back, the score is
3-2,
three
Dennis.
3-2. The
Dennis.
players, yeah, Dennis is leading. The players are not counting in the spot. So for you guys, for what Al had been doing before, he had put the spot onto the score So it would look like 4-2 on your end.
Is Dennis is getting one game, right? Is that what it is?
That's right. Dennis is getting one game.
7-6, and if Dennis gets to 6, he wins. If Eric gets to 7, they continue to 9. Is that correct?
That's right.
Or it's a 2-game extension. Now, would that mean that Dennis would have to go to 8 now?
That's right. Dennis would have to go to 8.
Okay, it's good to know. Well, he just hooked himself on the 5. Nice shot. Eric's got ball in hand now. 5-ball run out, relatively easy. See what happens. So, when's the next stop for Upstate Al and NYC Grind?
Well, the next, I'm not sure which event it is that we have planned for the stream. I know this coming weekend we'll be at the Predator Tour in Bayside, Queens, New York for their event at Q Bar.
Okay.
So I'm drawing a blank as to which stream event we have planned yet. So we'll keep you guys updated
All right, cool.
once we find out.
Well, it's good to know. You know, we get some travelers out there that might want to pop in, that's for sure.
And this is going to be a big game here for Eric.
Yeah, it's a big swing. Dennis really had control of the rack, made a mistake, and hooked himself behind the 9 on the 5, and missed the hit. So Eric is looking like he should take care of these final 3 balls and tie it up at 3-3, which would actually be a 4-3 going to 7. And Dennis is favored.
And we have a question on the chat from Frank. NYC Grind is going to be covering the American 14.1 Championships. Jerry will be attending. I will not be attending. I will be at Castle Billiards. Actually, come to think of it, that's the next event that we were going to be live streaming.
The U.S. Open.
The Castle Billiards King of the Castle event happening.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Frank, I'm hoping I'm going to be there myself in the American Rotation 14.1 Championship. Is that what it is? No, that's the 14 point. That's the straight pool.
That's the straight pool.
Yes. I was actually thinking of the U.S. Open where we have the American Rotation Finals there this session, and I'm hoping to win my spot to that as well.
They're going to run it in conjunction with the U.S. Open?
I believe so. We did it last year. That was our first one, and I believe the first event we went to when this all started with the American Rotation, Phil Tucker. That's the one I actually won the first year. So we're going back to the U.S. Open, and I'm hoping to come back with a vengeance. I could use my title back. It would be nice. Shooting a 9 for 4-3 going to 7 for Dennis.
There it is. Okay, well.
I told you, it's going to be a battle the whole way. I wouldn't be surprised if this went to the extension. It's going to be very tough for both of these gentlemen to take control. Let the breakers work, and table 1 over here in Snookers is a little different than all the other tables that they're used to in this room. Because of the streaming and the overhead lights that we have, it makes it a little more difficult to play on if you can't get used to it. So we're going to just see who adjusts better to the table and takes advantage of it. Looks like Eric's got earplugs in his ears, so he doesn't have a little less distraction for him, I guess. Huh? side rail, making the corner ball. Looks like he can possibly bank the 1 and get to the 2 by following it, trying to hit the 9. That'd be the shots. See what he does. I believe Eric Tang is from Connecticut. I heard that he's a real good shooter from down there. I personally don't know him. I've never seen him, but he seems to be showing what I've heard. That he's a good shooter.
Eric does occasionally come over to New York to play on the Tri-State Tour. I saw him there at Gotham City Billiards in Brooklyn a few weeks back. And yes, he is from Connecticut.
He's getting ready for something. Practicing, playing. In this game, you can go everywhere, and really is a good little game. This pocket figures. I'll tell you.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. We need all the help in the world so this game doesn't become extinct, you know. I don't see that happening anyways. Too many pool room owners, too many people out there that love the game for this to ever go anywhere but up. Unless we, you know, all fight against what's going on, but we're usually trying to fight for it, so it's tough to get everybody to fight against it. Get a little funny.
Good question in the chat. Next up, we're going to have a hot seat match. Joe Dupuy, who's here with me in the booth, is going to be playing Mike DeShane.
Yeah.
And it looks like the other 2 matches in the Open Pro Division on the one-loss side have finished.
Okay.
Jeremy Saucy defeated Sean Morgan, and we've got Jason Shaw
Defeating Ray Mack, yes.
Yeah, defeating Ray Mack. So
Final 4 it is.
Yeah, Final 4, down to the Final 4. They'll have Jason and Jeremy in the quarterfinal.
Mike and myself in the final, in the hot seat match. It's going to be epic. It usually is. And we'll see how the tide turns. See how this works out. Looks like Eric might be finding a little groove. Yeah, he's feeling comfortable. He's you know, like Dennis did earlier when he broke a ran and had a nice little run of games, and looks like Eric's going to try to do the same right back at him here.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. He's got that little touch. He's got the little feel for the table, which is most important, especially at this juncture of the tournament. Every mistake is crucial. Well, we got a Upstate Al back in the house. Well, thank you very much for having me commentating with you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We've got plenty of more action coming. And again, thank you very much, Upstate Al. Allison, you guys have a good day. And trying to get the score going on here for you guys. while they're doing that, looks like Eric is shooting an 8. Get on the 9 to take a lead. All right, Eric Tang taking 4-4 lead. Well, thank you, Allison. You have a good day. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna eat a little food, practice a little for my match.
Sounds good, Joe. Thanks very much for joining me in the booth, and good luck.
No problem. No problem. Up, stay down. Up next.
All right, that makes the game all tied up at 4 apiece.
"44th Street." Here we go, the finals on the amateur side. Okay. Guys, we want to make sure that you stay up to date with the AccuStats Make It Happen event. It's going to take place November 6th through the 9th. You can go to AccuStats. You can see the part of the web address in the upper left-hand corner, accu-stats.com. And don't forget, AZB TV and NYC Grind will be bringing this event to you. It's a $5,000 banner event. It's the 26th annual Ocean State Championships. It'll be held right here at Snookers. You can see Eric has the neon earplugs in his ears. This started way back when they did an interview with Shane Van Boning, and Shane said he thinks he has a little bit of an advantage because he can turn his earpieces off, kind of block everybody out in the surroundings that's going around. And next thing you know, after that interview, everybody started wearing all different kind of earplugs. And I noticed Eric's still wearing his.
Is that really when that started? Huh.
Yeah, that's when I noticed it really, started to take off. And next event here at Snookers will be $500 added September 6th. If you want to play in that, make sure you call Snookers at 401-351-7665. Or you can go on their website, snookersri.com.
Well, the tide has really shifted here in this match, Al, since you stepped out.
What do you mean by Eric coming back? Is that...
Yeah, Eric's got his feet on the ground here in this match now.
Yeah, you know, yesterday he shot on the live stream, and he seemed pretty comfortable. When he started this match, maybe because it's the finals, he started out missing a lot of balls, but I noticed now, since I just got back, that exactly what you said, he did settle in a little bit. Now shooting the 8-ball, he's got a chance here to put another beat up on his side of the scoreboard.
And he's pretty straight here. He's really got to stroke this and draw it straight back. Or he could force follow this shot, perhaps, but I think it might be a little bit too straight.
Yeah, he is straight, as we can see from the overhead cam. He's going to draw it back a few inches. If he overdraws, he can pocket the 9 in the same pocket. And never mind that. He's going to leave the 8-ball right in position. But then it's to put another beat on his side of the scoreboard. The score right now is 44. Keep in mind, like I keep saying, if Dennis gets to 7, he will be the champion on the amateur side. One rail, back out, shoot the 9 in the same pocket. And just like that, Dennis Levesque goes up 5-4. There you have the 3 tours coming together to make this happen here at Snookers, the Eastern State Championships. They're resurrecting this tour. The Predator Pro-Am Tour, Ride the 9 Tour, that's Gloria Jean and Mark Dion and company with the New England 9-Ball Series. All 3 tours coming together. 75 players entered the amateur and 28 to 30 players entered the Open Pro. How many do you know offhand, Alice?
There were 30.
30 players.
There were 2 buys in the 32-player bracket.
Good solid break. The cue ball got away from him, but the 1 ball dresses up. Perfect shot right into the corner pocket. The stretch, he's going to have to stretch over the 3 ball. He is right-handed. What he's doing is he's down there taking a look to see if the 5 goes by the 9. And we'll take a look alongside him to get a good idea. And the 5 definitely goes by the 9. 3 ball into the side, 4 ball, 5 ball into the same corner.
Yeah, you got nice shape here on this 3 ball. Just come right under the 6. And back around the 4.
Looks like he might be dragging a 1 rail. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Could be right. It's even better.
He
Oh,
counts.
Just
You know,
a
he's
little
got
bit too much angle here.
got a beautiful safety, though. He can nestle that 1 ball on the cue ball right between the 5-9 if he elects to. Sort of like a 2-way shot, right? They don't have to call shot, call safety in the amateur, correct?
Yeah, you don't have to call any safes or shots.
So he can actually go for the
You
bank.
can aim right for the 5 ball here, to the right edge of the 5 for what he's looking at.
He's got to bank the 4. mean?
Yeah, you can bank, bank the 4.
Bank the 4 and play the save. You can play the two-way shot in the
Sure.
amateur division. And that's exactly what he chose to do, but he played safe all the way. I'm not sure if we're going to see Eric go to the jump cue or elect to kick. If he does kick, I don't know if the 4 is frozen or not. He should kick it very slowly, just bringing the 4 up to the long part of the rail, somewhere around where the 6 is, not leaving a wide open shot. Just enough speed to bump the 4 up. Never mind that. Why bump it when you can just play it?
Beautiful.
There is no carom here that I can see. Unless he can slice this like Gillette. He's going to bank the 5 and play the cue ball behind the 9 in case he misses it. Speed is off. Got really aggressive.
Might get a fortunate roll here. No, he's leaving the sellout here for Eric.
AZB TV and NYC Grind will be moving into Castle Billiards in East Rutherford, New Jersey for the $27,000 first place, $50,000 purse, $500 prize for the highest break and runs. All the players will be put up in a hotel and fed. $10,000 added. Event 16 players. Right now, I believe there's about 8 to 10 players confirmed. That'll be September 12th and 13th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. And then right after that, AZB TV and NYC Grind will be moving up to the Turning Stone Casino to bring the coverage of the Turning Stone Classic. That's Mike Suglin's Josh Northeast 9-ball tour. We're looking forward to seeing everybody up there. If you can't make it, well, we'd love to see you on the live stream. And right now you're watching Eric Tang into pockets the 7-ball and 9.
It's going to be 2 big weekends.
Yeah, and then following that, we'll be back down in Long Island right after the Turning Stone to Scott Murphy's room. Lyndhurst, Long Island, to cover the Predator event, the 27th and the 28th.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yes, we will be there. Score is now 55. We're staying alive.
We got the hot seat match coming up next for the Pro 10 ball.
Here on the stream table?
That's right.
Oh, wow. Mike DeShane and Joey Dupuy, the 2 local players. That's going to be exciting. Guys, please spread the word. If you don't mind, we'll get up there. Allison Fisher and I and Tony Robles, more Allison Fisher than anybody, as we make our posts. We're kind of like, not monitoring it, I don't like to say it like that, but we do recognize it, and I've been thanking everybody with the memo papers that Allison's been passing to me as far as names that are sharing all the information. So we want to acknowledge everybody. We want to thank you outright.
That was a break. Stop the cue ball dead. Everything's just sitting wide open here for him.
And this is going back and forth, nip and tuck and nip, whatever you want to call it. You can see why these two players are in the finals here.
If Eric gets out this rack, I believe this will be his first run out from the break of the match.
Johnny Archer, welcome home. Johnny Archer has just landed in Atlanta, Georgia, a half hour ago. Just got back from Germany.
Isn't this amazing, Al? With the social media, we can just be connected to the entire pool world. We know where everybody is, what everybody's doing. Perfect. He's just slightly tentative there. Left himself a little bit shorter than he would have liked, but this is going to be just fine, I have a feeling.
Eric Tang now in the lead, 6-5. Keep in mind, we did put up one bead at the beginning of this match for Dennis. Now, if Eric gets to 7, we're going to 9.
We've got a pretty steady turnout here of spectators and supporters here at the event, and certainly no exception here on the final day. And for those of you who didn't know, this is also the home of the New England Pool and Billiard Hall of Fame, and we are surrounded by the beautiful memorabilia, trophies, and
all around the walls.
also the banners for all of the Ocean State Champion winners, which takes place on the Joss Tour every year. And nothing here for Eric.
Big shout out to Angel Gonzalez for sharing the information. We see that. John Donovan. Of course, Iggy. Levi Combs. Jarrett. Lord. Isn't that the Claude that takes the photos?
That's right. That's Claude that takes the photos from the Bronx.
Yes.
He's also an APA player that played in the Nationals the last couple weeks. Well, this is a little bit of a tricky spot for Dennis to be in. He's got the 6 and the 9 to contend with. Just kind of... Oh, played safe here. That was a smart choice and nicely executed. Eric will have a window to kick between the 5 and the 8. Spin the cue ball with some left English. Would like to clip the left side of the 2 ball and put the 1 on the end rail by the 7. It looks like he's going to be jumping. Scratch that. No good. Well, now the only real difficulty of this rack is getting on the 6 ball, because he has no room to make it past the 9. So if he can accomplish that, Dennis will be in the clear.
Not only that, if Dennis could get out here and make it 6-6, put him on the hill and break him.
Dennis may also be looking at the combination here instead. Maybe an easier route.
Position he's in, he can go both ways. He can actually play this, which is kind of dangerous getting between that 6-8. You got to play that right speed.
Yeah.
You know, that
It's
pocket's
definitely
in
dangerous.
there.
Plus, if he gets on the wrong side of the 6 ball, you don't want to be there. It means he's got to be...
He can play the carom if he gets underneath it.
Yeah.
He's going to play the
He's gonna play the
combination. And without a
combination.
doubt,
This is a pretty
we're going
pretty
for the
nice
overhead,
combination.
Allison. Yeah, let's sweat it.
Nothing more exciting than watching these situations. I shouldn't say nothing, but certainly...
It's absolutely nothing. How about this?
There it is.
Great shot.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to step out of the booth and I'm going to post
Allison,
up
thank
about
you so much.
Share the information about the hot seat match, and I might just jump back in here in a little bit.
Okay, glad to have you. We'll also might have Tony and Gail Glazebrook sit in also. Thank you, Allison, so much for giving me a little bit of a break there. Appreciate it. Thank you. Allison Fisher, ladies and gentlemen, of NYC Grind, stepping out. She's going to be doing some updating. Follow nycgrind.com, or you can actually go to their Facebook page. It's NYC Grind. Dennis has 6, and so does Eric, but Dennis is breaking, and if he should get to 7, he will become the winner of the amateur division here. And wow, what a roll right there off the break. That's the actually 5 in the cue ball, getting married. I like playing off the right side of the 1 ball here and just dragging the cue ball down table, trying to hide behind some of those blockers. Exactly what Dennis does, but speed was off. Nevertheless, Eric's coming to the table facing, shooting from the 2nd story over the 2 ball. Next match coming up, guys. Mike DeShane, Joey Dupuy, the 2 local players, right here at Snookers. After this match, Allison Fisher working on it right now, sharing that information. Jason Shaw won his match, and so did Jeremy Sosi. As Dennis jars the 1. If Eric could get out this game right here, it'll be forced into a race to 9. I don't know why he was waving his hand like that, like in disgust. I think he's okay. He could elect to roll forward a little bit with this. Or pinch back draw just a little bit to create the angle to go behind the 9 for the 5 ball. He's got a couple of opportunities. He gave me, not me, but his body language was like he was unhappy because he got so straight on the 3. That's all. Create the angle. Slide right up behind the 9. Good angle on the 5. Got to draw it back, put a 6 in the side pocket. Or just draw it back enough to play the 6 in the corner. Whatever he feels comfortable with. These 2 gentlemen are fighting it out. The amateur championship division here at Snookers. He elects to come back to play the 6 into the side. Get it overhead since he's in our view. Once again, he slops his thigh. He can draw it back and play the 7 right into the same side. has. Looks like now he wants to go forward and play the 7 into the corner. Very nice shot. Cue ball right back to the rail and back out to the 8. Nothing much to do here but make this 8 ball into the side pocket. Get your shot on the 9 and force this to a race to 9. Nine ball into the corner pocket. And if it should go in, we will be forcing this match to a race to 9 on the amateur side. And it does, so Eric does get the 7. We are now going to 9. Tony Robles and Mark Dion stepped in to let them know that they're now racing tonight. Eric decides to take a break, so since he does that, we want to give a big shout out to Snookers, the pool room we're here streaming from in Rhode Island. Steve Golden and Regina Golden, great host, the great staff. Give him a big shout out. We want to thank Gloria Jean, who is the tournament director of Ride the 9 Tour. Tony and Gail Robles, that run the Predator Pro-Am. And of course, Mark Dion and company, who run the New England 9-Ball Series. AZB TV on location right here, co-producing this show with NYC Grind and the Predator Pro-Am Tour. We will be back here also in November. It's November 15th and 16th for the Ocean State Championship. It's a $5,000 added tournament. It's always huge. If you plan on playing, make your schedule now, because there will be a lot of players here. It's a combination of the Ocean State 9-Ball Tournament along with the Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. We want to thank Nevin Tools. Nevin Tools Incorporated, nevintools.com. And don't forget, AZB TV and NYC Grind will be bringing the Turning Stone Classic to you, live stream, out of the Turning Stone Casino in Verona, New York. That's the Turning Stone Classic, and that is Mike Zuglin himself, the Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. And here's the room we're streaming at. Got it. All right, guys, I stand corrected on this match right here on hand. It's extended race to 9 for Eric. Dennis only has to go to 8. just approached by Mark Dion, who gave me that info. So Eric goes to 9 from here. Dennis goes to 8. Want to give a big shout out to the Tap League. It's the Lotus Balls, along with Aramis Balls. AZ Billiards, azbilliards.com, the Kings of Vapor. Live stream news group on Facebook, over 7,000 members, I believe. You go over there and suggest to be a member. It's all about live streaming. Lacassi Hybrid, Lacassi Custom Cubes, Upstate Owl sponsors.
Okay, so for the players or the spectators who are confused,
Keep.
Originally it was a 7-6 race because he was undefeated. So if Eric reaches week 7 first, the game is extended by 2 games. Now it becomes a 9-8 race. 9-8 race. So Eric needs 2 games, Dennis needs 3.
Hey, Dennis. All you, Eric. What about me?
I don't know. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, I'm told that Dennis needs 3. So Dennis' score, I guess, here on our scoreboard is wrong. It's now being corrected. It's 7-5. So Eric needs 2, and Dennis needs 3. I'm going to double check on that. I actually had the score right, but we're going to leave it as it is because that's the way that they're used to playing here in New England. They don't usually put their feet up on the wire, so to say. In other words, if he's got to go to 7 and I go to 5, they just leave it just like that. As soon as I reach 5, it's over. So we're going to keep it matched up just the way they have it on their score charts. So technically, Eric needs 2 and Dennis does need 3. We took the 1 off there. Becomes a 9-8 race, and we took the bead off. They don't put their beads up. Ball in hand with Dennis on 6. Hot seat match coming up. Joey Dupuy, Michael Deshane. The race is 9-8. Eric has to go to 9, and Dennis, the gentleman at the table, has to go to 8. And right now, this is the score. So both players needing 2 games from here. All right, both players needing 2 games from here. It now turns into a 9-8 race. Dennis has to go to 8, and Eric Tang has to go to 9. So both players needing 2. This has every part of the ingredients of going hill in the finals of the amateur division. Watch the cue ball. It's got enough speed to find that corner. Mighty close, too close for comfort. You're going to see a slow rolling shot here. To hold position for the 3 in the opposite side pocket. If he wants to, he can actually go 3 rails back out, 3 to 4 rails, getting up in front of the 9 ball and going around the 6. He's got to watch the side pocket. He elected to just draw 1 rail back out. Nice shot. Might be a little too straight on this 4 ball. go forward 2 rails unless he can cheat that corner pocket a tad and come back out. That's what he did. Eric threatening to get to the hill first. Looks to play pinpoint position for the side pocket for this 7th ball. I can tell you one thing about these side pockets, especially with this angle. All he has to do is hit any one of those points. That ball is not going to drop. But that's what he's aiming for. Hits it well right to the inside of the pocket. Threatening to go up on the hill. He wipes the sweat off his shaft. Believe me when I tell you, the air conditioning is beautiful. It must be the heat. He's got to stay down, take it easy. Eric Tang threatening to get up on the hill in this final. Calling the 9 ball into the corner. And makes it. Eric Tang is now on the hill. Drops the 8 ball into the corner pocket, has a shot on the 1. The 2 ball lying against the rail. And the 6 ball blocking the 3 from going to that corner. And the 9 pretty close to the 3. Very nice of Mr. Steve Goulding and Regina. The whole event room back here looks just like this picture, except for this table. All customers are in the back on that other side right there in that picture. And dedicating this to the Eastern State Championship Tournament. Keeping all customers away from the tournament area. You know, customers just come in, they don't realize there's people playing for a championship. They just walk around and bump the queue or whatever. So, really, really nice of Steve and Regina to hold these tables up. Playing to tuck the cue ball behind the 6, but it's a no-go as he leaves a shot for the 3. Can we see a Hill-Hill match here in the finals? The reason I say Hill-Hill, Dennis has to go to 8, and Eric has to go to 9. Eric has 8 now. He is on the hill, and if Dennis should get out here, we'll have a Hill-Hill match in the very first finals of the amateur division for the Eastern State Championship, the return of. You know, you can make the 3 here, but the 7 blocks the corner pocket for the 4, and so does the 5. So there's really no reward except for that you'll be at the table and you can possibly play a safe. Very hard shot to get back up on the 4, unless you really want to finesse this cue ball. Oh, wait a minute, the 4 does go by the 5 here. I can look right down the line of fire. It does go by the 5. Sorry about that, guys. Very nice kick. Very nice kick save right there. Then it's just going to touch the paint on the 3 ball. Cue ball kind of got away from him a little bit. There is a shot on the 3. He's got to spin it. Called it like it had eyes. Hill, folks, as you hear a round of applause from the crowd. Hill here at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island for the very first return of the Eastern States Championship. Hill in the finals. Does it get any better than this? They both need one. But Dennis has to go to 8. Eric Tang go to 9. I think this is going to be the last time we'll see somebody break in this match. Would you agree, Kalaka? You still out there? Unless there's some kind of cue ball goes flying. Okay, here we go. Nothing in on the break. 6 and 9 line up on that side of the table, and 1 is wide open, but no pocket. I believe we're going to see a bank here. I'm Upstate Owl of AZB TV. Co-production is taking place between AZB TV, NYC Grind, and the Predator Pro-Am Tour, along with our great host, Snookers. Taking a look down at this line of fire here, around the 2 ball, he's what he's looking at. Going around the 2 ball. In other words, 3 rails sharpen out of the corner, the lower right-hand corner of the monitor there is what he's trying to do. Spin out sharp out of the corner there. He's got to watch it. He's got to make sure he spins it enough. Wow, he a little less speed and let the English take. He might have got there. It looks like Eric is going to play the cue ball between the 9-6. I'd like to play another safe. Oh, unless he's going to try to marry the cue to the 7. Well, he got the rail, but I can see that Dennis can see part of the 1 ball right past the 7, or if he spin the cue off the rail to hit it. That's how fast the tide changes. When you make a mistake like that, your opponent kicks at it, and now you're in his position. Mike DeShane and Joe Dupuy waiting to play the hot seat match right after this. What a beautiful hit. He's got the rail. He's got the cue ball behind the 3. Here we go with a game of chess. It's an easy kick shot, don't get me wrong. Safe all the way. Nice shot. I like that shot. We got room between the 3-7. I wouldn't like to be firing at it, but I would be glad I'm back at the table. And even if you hit the 1, the cue ball's got a chance of going into the drink. Got to be real careful on this shot. Slow roll. The problem is if you miss it, the 1-9 combination is sitting there for your opponent who happens to be on the hill. A lot of pressure on this shot right here. I don't think he can get behind that 9 ball. Apparently, looks like he thinks so, unless he's just going to move the 9. What he's going to do, he's going to elect to separate them. And now the 3-9 lineup. So all Dennis has to do is go 1 ball in the corner, follow it up for the 2 ball down the corner, stop right there and play the 3-9 combination. And he's looking at it right away. I like shooting the 1 to the corner where he's lined up right now instead of shooting it that way. I'd rather follow up with the cue ball. He's going to like to draw out. Oh, he's playing that 10 below here. Oh, I see what he's doing. Nice shot. I like it. Stop the rock. What a finals this has been. Hill right now. Stop the cue ball. I see nerves setting in. The stick didn't look like it was going to move out of his hands the way he was shooting it. Follows the 9 into the side pocket. All Dennis has to do is go to 8. Eric had to go to 9, so they're both on the hill. And Dennis misses the 3-9 combination, giving Eric another chance at the table. Very nice shot, under pressure. Came with it. Good shape on the floor. The door is now wide open for Eric Tang to take this match down in the championship in the amateur division. After Dennis Levesque missing that 3-9 combination. Got to take a little more time for that shot. Means the championship. And there's nothing wrong with coming in second place, believe me. I applaud both players and every player that participates in this event. When you're this close to getting the goal, It requires to slow down a little bit more. I think Eric put in dual sets of earplugs. He's going to try the 5-9 combination. Let's get an overview. It looks good. The distance between the 5-9 with these side pockets. He's called the 9 ball. With these side pockets, like I said, you touch any part of that pocket and it's hasta la vista. But not this time. Eric Tang is the champion on the division side. He's the state championship coach. Yeah, I'm doing Eric Tang. Thanks for joining us here at Snookers. I'm Upstate Al with AZD TV. We're going to have the hot seat match coming up. We'll be right back. We're going to set it all up.